Hi everybody, welcome back to the cottage. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for all of the support, all of the comments. I love reading all of your comments. They make me so happy. If you're finding yourself on my channel for the first time, welcome. We are a space of inclusivity, light, and love. We do pick a card readings here Monday through Friday. Sometimes I do messages for soulmates and separation, but I do put out a new video every day, so make sure you hit the notification bell and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything you might be interested in. Today's pick a card is going to be about the person on your mind who has moved on into a next relationship. Are they happy now? I'm feeling kind of nosy today, so that's what today's pick a card is going to be about. Your person that you're thinking of could be an ex. It could be anyone really in your life that you're thinking of. Are they happy in their new relationship? So we do have pile 1 with this amethyst piece of stone. We have pile 2 with the moss agate stone. We have pile 3 with this pretty blue stone. And we have pile 4 with, I think it's a topaz. I'm not sure. Again, if you guys know what these stones are, please leave a comment in the comment section below. So if you already know which pile is calling out to you, please check your timestamps. Otherwise, you can pause the video and meditate on which pile is calling out to you. I am going to go ahead and start with group number 1. Okay, pile 1, all of you who chose the amethyst stone, this is going to be your reading. What I know it's kind of a nosy question and maybe it's none of our business, but the question today is about the question today is about, are they happy now in their new relationship now that they've moved on? Are they happy now? We're going to start with, sorry, it's windy out today. We're going to start with your animal spirit here, this snake. Okay, so we see the snake in a circle here, and it is about like a renewal of life. It's like a creative life force. It's like a rebirth and healing. There's a lot of healing in this snake energy. Perhaps some of you guys are in the process of healing away from this connection. Now that they've moved on, I do feel like your person is also in a state of healing and transformation. Okay, so we have the 6 of Pentacles, and we also have the Emperor as your energy cards for the current feeling that they're having in their current relationship right now. So the Emperor energy is kind of a cold energy, but when I see it paired here with the 6 of Pentacles, I feel like their new relationship is, the person that you're thinking of, their new relationship is almost like there's a financial gain there for them. When I see these 2 cards like together, it's almost like whether they worked together in a work situation or that's how they met each other. But I do feel like they're working together for some sort of financial gain in this new relationship. There's like a financial gain aspect here, I feel. So let's see, are they happy, group 1, in their new relationship? I will say this, that because of the coronavirus, all schools have been canceled. So my children are going to be home for the next 3 weeks. And there may be noise in the background. So we're going to try to do our best at not being interrupted. But there's no guarantees. Your person, are they happy in their current new relationship? Are they happy now? Are they happy in their new current relationship? The person that you're thinking of, are they happy? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man here in the reverse position. And the Hanged Man in the reverse position talks to me about sometimes feeling like a victim. I do feel like your person perhaps feels like a victim or feels moving into this new relationship, they feel like they were the ones wronged. It's like they're feeling like a victim at the moment. Let's see what else is going on in their new relationship. Okay, there's way too many here, so I'm just going to reshuffle, and if they pop out, if they're meant to be, they'll come back out. Are they happy in their current relationship? Are they happy now? The Emperor is kind of a cold energy. Here we have the Emperor in the reverse position. And again, the Emperor is a cold sort of energy. And here in the reverse position, it's like immaturity and like an ego problem, like a bad ego. Someone who's immature, someone who has a bad ego. They're feeling like a victim. I don't feel a lot of happiness for them yet in this new relationship. I'm feeling like they're, I don't know, standoffish and cold. We do here have the Ten of Pentacles, though. And again, here underneath the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like this new relationship for them is bringing them some sort of security or some sort of financial gain. They are building something with this new person, something that will help them financially. I do feel like this is a... On the back of the deck here, I should mention we do have the Sun in the reverse. It hasn't come out yet, but that's all about disappointment. So I do feel currently that your person, there is an overall sense of disappointment with this new relationship. It hasn't really worked out the way that they had hoped. But we will see if that card comes out. Whoops. Sun in the reverse just popped out. Okay. And we also here have a lot of feelings of nostalgia. So I do feel like your person is kind of thinking about the past a lot. I do feel like they were probably thinking about you. Perhaps this is someone you guys have known for quite a while, or this is a relationship that was from the past, way in the past. They do think about you and reminisce about those memories, reminisce about the good times with you. The Sun in the reverse, again, is about dissatisfaction with their current situation. So they spend a lot of time thinking about your connection, which is interesting, I feel. We also have here the Queen of Cups. And she is a really emotional, loving type of energy. She's caring and maternal. So I'm not sure if this is your energy that they're picking up on, or if this is the energy of the person they're currently with. There is a stability here. Financially and emotionally, it's being represented. At first I thought maybe it was just a financial gain, but there is some emotional attachment in this new relationship. On the back of the deck here, we do have the Five of Swords. I do feel like this person argues a lot. There's a lot of conflict in this new relationship, which is probably causing a lot of this dissatisfaction, a lot of this Hanged Man energy where they're feeling kind of like a victim. There's kind of like an exhaustion in this card too, like just being tired of fighting. Like you could see this person kind of walking away, dropping the sword. I do feel conflict a lot with this new relationship for your person. And here at the back of the deck, it's interesting to see these Seven of Swords, which is all about sneaky behavior and trying to sneak off. I don't necessarily, for some of you, feel like your person is being 100% honest. There's dishonesty in this new relationship for them. They're not being honest about their feelings. Perhaps they're not being honest, some of them, about their behaviors. But we will see what else pops out. What are their current... Okay, so here we have the Moon in the reverse. Again, that's about deception and wearing masks and not being truthful. When I see the Moon in the reverse position, I think about just... deceit. I think of masks. I think there could be a lot of water energy here. When we see the Moon in reverse, I also think of dreams too. I do feel like for some of you, you guys are invading their dreams, or they could be invading your dreams. But there's a clarity as well about the Moon reversed. So I do feel like with all of this conflict and this dissatisfaction that they're currently feeling in their relationship, they're gaining a clarity about this right now in the current energy. They're gaining clarity about perhaps entering into this relationship at all. But I feel like there's a financial gain here for some of them. Okay, so here we do have the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. And that just, again, it's more dissatisfaction, it's family problems, it's a broken relationship. I don't feel like their current partner is going to be their final partner. If your person has moved on, I don't feel like they're happy. I think they're coming to that realization right now, and I feel like they will probably part ways. We also have here the World in the reverse position. And that's like, again, delays and problems. Lots of unfinished sort of feelings in this. And there's also a there's a feeling of being resistant to change as well with this. I do not feel, is your person happy in their current relationship? I really don't feel like like they are currently very happy. And they're coming to that realization. Here on the back of the deck, we have the Four of Cups, and that's all about apathy, kind of going into your own mind and really thinking about the past. It's not a satisfying type of feeling, and that is the overall energy right now that your person's feeling in this current relationship. I do feel like there's a financial gain here for them. Like maybe this person is, you know, well off and secure. A security comes here in this Queen of Cups. So financially things are going well for them, but there is a lot of discord. There's a lot of fighting, and they spend a lot of time thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past. This is also like a reminiscing type of feeling here with the Six of Cups. They spend a lot of time reminiscing about you, about the past. Are they currently happy in their current relationship? I don't feel that they are, group one. I feel like they're coming to that realization. Masks are being thrown off right now. All of this fighting, there could be financial gain here, but here the snake is all about, you know, rebirth and healing as well. So they are learning a lot about themselves throughout this relationship, this current relationship that they're in, but are they happy? No. Do I think it's going to last? No, I don't, here with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And with this, they spend too much time thinking about you in the past. Okay, group one, if that resonated with you, I would love to hear about it in the comment section below. I love to hear all the juicy gossip. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I do post Monday through Friday. There's always something different. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys here on another day at the cottage, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to group number 2. Bye, guys. Hi, guys, all of you who chose the group number 2 with this moss agate stone. This is your reading for, is your person happy in their current relationship? So we'll start here, the animal spirit deck, and we got the crocodile. That's interesting. The crocodile spirit reminds us that we sometimes have to be forceful in life, and we can't always be docile and quiet. It's about strength and primal power. And there's also like a cunning sort of feeling in this card as well. It's just like a watchful kind of planning type of feeling for me in this card. For the general energy of their current relationship, we have the Fool in the reverse. And we also have the King of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. When I see the King of Wands in the reverse position, I just think that there's, like, the King of Wands is very passionate. He's very focused. He gets the job done. In the reverse position, it's like there's a lack of energy here. There's a lack of enthusiasm for this new relationship. And here with the Fool in the reverse as well, I just feel like I feel like they leapt into this relationship maybe without thinking too much, which again the Fool does. But it's like maybe this new relationship seemed really, really exciting, but it was too risky, and now it's become too risky, or it's become like the excitement has kind of gone out of it, and there's no more energy left for the connection, because here with this, you know, King of Wands reversed, there's no more enthusiasm for it. It's like this person was really exciting at the onset, and it seemed like a really great idea, but it turned out to be a bad idea, and now the enthusiasm is gone. We will see what the tarot says about what this person's current relationship is like, and are they happy in their current relationship? Maybe it's none of our business, but here we are. Is your person happy in their current relationship? Okay, so the first card here that came out is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords just really talks about contemplation and putting yourself in a period of retreat and solitude. It's not necessarily a happy type of feeling. And here we have the Tower in the reverse position. Not necessarily a good omen to see when you're talking about a relationship. Are they happy in their current relationship? I feel like your person is currently trying to avoid disaster. That's what I see when I see the Tower in the reverse. They're taking some time out to really think about this current relationship, because they are attempting to avoid some sort of disaster in this relationship. I don't know if this new person is a train wreck who's into way too many things. But they're currently like in a state of apathy. They're not really... Are they currently happy in their new relationship? Here we have the Page of Cups in the reverse position. So that is a definite no. That's not a happiness card. When we see the Page of Cups, you know, I think of like an immaturity. It's a breakup. It's a dependency issue here. This is in the future position. I don't feel like this relationship will probably stand the test of time. It seems like a really immature relationship. It seems like maybe they're the type that break up all the time and get back together by the end of the day. Break up all the time, get back to... You know what I mean? The Eight of Wands here. There's a lot of fire energy here in the Eight of Wands. It's in the reverse position. And when I see it in the reverse position, I just think of problems, frustrations, lots of frustrations. Normally we see the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of movement. Here in the reverse position, it's like stagnancy and just frustration when you can't get anywhere. It's like they're thinking about it, they're fighting over it, but they just can't get anywhere. And here we have the Three of Swords. So are they happy? Currently, no. Your person is brokenhearted. They're currently trying to avoid some kind of disaster here with this person. They're brokenhearted. They're not happy. The Three of Swords is all about heartbreak. What else, Spirit? Are they happy? Here we have the Two of Wands in the reverse. A lot of fire energy here. Your person could be a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius, or they could have that in their chart. The Two of Wands in the reverse. It's like plans are falling through. Plans, like all these plans that they made together. I feel like it was like a really exciting kind of leap into this beginning. It just hasn't turned out the way that they really wanted it to. I feel like they maybe leapt into this haphazardly, maybe into this new relationship. Maybe they rushed into it, but their plans are falling through. They're not happy. Here with the Page of Cups in the reverse, there's so much disappointment there. There's so much disappointment here in the stagnancy issues of moving forward. There just is no movement. Are they happy in their current relationship? I think we pretty much have our answer so far. They are not happy. Here we have the Nine of Swords. So they do really have a lot of thought about moving forward and moving away from this relationship. The Nine of Swords is about being sad, being depressed, thinking about movement, but really not being able to sometimes because they're looking into the past. They refuse to move forward, losing sleep. I do feel like your person is not doing well right now, emotionally. Mentally, they're not doing well. I'm sorry to say that if that's hurtful for you. I keep seeing the King of Wands, but it hasn't fallen out, which is interesting because we have the reversed King here. The World. So I do feel like there's going to be a major change in your person's, here on the back of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So this relationship that they're currently in, I do feel was a fated sort of relationship written into their charts for their own personal soul growth. Sometimes this heartbreak is necessary for people to move forward and to grow up a little bit. Here with the Wheel of Fortune on the back, again, that's fate, that's transformation, that's change. There's going to be a definite change in this relationship for sure. The World card speaks to me just about success and intuition and moving forward. Are they happy in this new relationship? They're getting, I also just saw the Page of Swords. I feel like there's mental clarity there. And I also do feel like saying for some of you that they, despite that they're in this new relationship, they do still think about you. And they do watch you on your social media. Here, the Four of Cups as well. They're really thinking about the past a lot. Your person thinks about the past quite a bit. And in that, here's with the Two of Cups. When I see this paired together, I'm not thinking that this is the energy for their current relationship. They're thinking in the past. The Four of Cups is all about, just withdrawal and thinking about withdrawing into themselves. And I do think that they're thinking about your past relationship here. They're focusing on the past. They're focusing on your connection. I also saw the Five of Wands here in the reverse position. So there has been a lot of fighting, and they're just tired of that. They're tired of the fighting. They're tired of all of the discontent. And here on the back of the deck, group 2, I do have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like your person is going to reach a point of, after they are done with this thought process, and, you know, they're losing sleep, and they're also, the Four of Swords here, their contemplation, they're in like a state of meditation about their new relationship. I do feel like they're going to gain a lot of logic when it comes to this connection, and they're going to be cutting this person loose. The Queen of Swords can be cutting when she needs to be. She can cut people out of their life if she needs to. And I do feel like that's ultimately what your person's going to end up having to do with this person that they are currently with. Again, I feel like saying that this person they're currently with is really young, really impulsive, and has just been a disappointment. They rushed into this relationship, and it's just been a huge disappointment. Okay, group 2, if that resonated with you, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already and you feel called to, please subscribe to the channel. I do post videos Monday through Friday. There's always something different. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys here on another day at the cottage, and I'm going to move on to group number 3. Hi, group 3, all of you who chose the little blue stone. This is your reading on whether or not your person is happy in their new relationship. So we'll start here with this spirit card, the Vulture. Interesting. And we have the general energy card for their current relationship, the Six of Swords in the reversed position. So let's talk about these cards for a second. You know, when we think about vultures, we think about an animal that almost embraces death. It's an animal that it's like an animal that jumps, I don't know how to even put it into words what I want to say. It's like they embrace death and they live because of it. Because of the end, like because of something else's demise, they survive. And they embrace that. It's a very strange type of, it kind of involves endings, which is kind of fitting for this reading. Here we have the Six of Swords in the reverse, and that's kind of like difficulty moving on. Like moving into more troubled waters. We think of the Six of Swords, we see the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It's the man in the boat with the woman and child kind of huddled down, moving into calmer waters. In the reverse, it's like a stagnancy. It's like you're jumping. I keep hearing you're jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Do you know what I mean with these two energies here? So we'll see what your tarot has to say about whether or not your person is happy in their current relationship. So far we have that it's like they went from one situation to a worse situation. They thought they were escaping something, and they've gone into a terrible situation. But we'll see what the tarot has to say. Is Group 3's person happy in their current relationship? Is Group 3's person happy in their current relationship? Okay, so we do have the Wheel of Fortune here that did come out. And the Wheel of Fortune is about destiny and fate. It is about, sometimes it can be about, you know, soulmate connections, karma, but it is about like fated change. Let's see what else the cards have to say. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse energy. I feel like currently your person is in a relationship with someone who is kind of smothering or insecure. Perhaps this is your person's energy as well. They're feeling insecure or smothered in this new relationship. That's the change that's been brought to their lives. It's like they thought they wanted someone who would look after them like that, but now it's just too much. Are they happy in their current relationship? Are they happy in their current relationship? Are they happy in their current relationship? Oh, I just had a spill of all the cards. know I shuffle a lot, but I have a process that okay. So I feel like your person thinks a lot about embarking on a brand new, jumping into a brand new situation. The Fool is about new beginnings. This could be your person's energy of, I mean, it is in the future position. So this could be the energy. I'll see what the other cards say. They could be wanting to currently jump into a brand new situation, or they could be just willing to really throw themselves into this new situation. But on the back of the deck, I did see the Eight of Cups in the reverse position, which is about stagnancy and not moving on. And we have a bunch of cards here that fell out. Okay, so let's work with these. Okay. I'm not sure exactly which one fell out first, but this was the one I saw first, so we'll start there. The Two of Wands in the reverse position. So the Two of Wands really speaks to me about plans falling through. So this change that came with this new relationship, it's like it didn't meet the expectations that they were hoping. Again, jumping in from the frying pan into the fire. They embraced maybe the end of your relationship a little bit too hard, and jumped into a situation that didn't pan out the way they wanted. The Two of Wands is about visions and moving forward, and there's disappointment when it's in the reverse. Those plans that they had embarked upon didn't work out. And we know that didn't work out because we see the Three of Swords. So there has been some definite heartbreak in this current relationship. They feel heartbroken. This could be from a past feeling with your connection. This is their, but in their current state, their current relationship, they're not a happy camper. The Three of Swords is all about being literally obliterated, like broken down. It's just it's torment, it's pain. We have the Judgment card as well. There's quite a few major arcanas here for you. In fact, these two cards as well. We have the Chariot, we have the Emperor reversed, we have the Judgment card, the Fool card, the Wheel of Fortune card. All of these major arcanas are really telling us to pay attention to the themes that are outlined here. And the Judgment card, you know, it's like an awakening. It's like an awakening. We have the Emperor in the reverse, which again is like it can be like a bratty, immature kind of energy. It's like someone has a bad ego. Someone has a nasty ego. But there's like a revelation coming to your person. I don't know if the new person they have in their life currently is this Emperor energy. I do feel like that for some of you. Take what resonates, leave what does not. But it seems to me like the person they're with is kind of immature. And there's a real awakening coming. But I do see some stagnancy and moving away from that for your person. There's a hesitancy to move forward or move away from this heartbreak. I don't feel like they're ready yet to embark on this new beginning in whatever situation. The Chariot is about movement. But when I see it, you know, in the reverse, I just think of someone who gives up and is giving in to maybe this heartbreak. Your person's not very happy currently in their current relationship. They do think about moving forward. I've got a lot of things popping out here, but I can't take every card. So I'm just going to shuffle again. There's a lot of waiting going on right now. They're kind of waiting around, waiting to see what happens with this relationship. The Seven of Pentacles. It's like they're reassessing. If there's a reassessment there, there's a lot of like waiting to reap what you sow, but they haven't sowed very many good seeds here in this relationship. So there's just waiting around. No movement. Here in the back of the deck, we do have the Four of Wands in the reverse position. Your person could be a fire sign. You could be a fire sign. The Four of Wands is about joy and celebration, and could be marriages and you know, happy times. But in the reverse, it means, you know, a lack of that. The Four of Wands is about arguments and moving on. There's a lot of arguing, I feel, in your person's current relationship. I do feel like this current relationship will not stand the test of time. They will move on. There is a lot of arguing. And here we have on the back is the Nine of Cups in the reverse as well. So the Nine of Cups is about dreams coming true. Almost somebody smugly, when you think of the Nine Cups, he's like sitting there with like a smug look on his face. Like, look at all my cups. Do you have this many cups? But in the reverse, you know, that smugness is completely gone. It's like they were looking for quick results. When they embarked on this new relationship, it's like they were looking for quick results. They jumped out of one situation that they felt wasn't good for them into an even worse situation. And here, I wasn't even going to take that one, but we'll take it anyway because the Eight of Swords. Again, they're mentally bound. They're feeling trapped. They've trapped themselves, but they're mentally trapped. They can't even take their blindfold off to see that they could escape, but they're mentally trapped. So group 3 is your person currently happy in their new relationship. If I were to follow what these cards say, I would have to say they currently are not happy here with the Nine of Cups in reverse, with this Four of Wands here in the future. I don't feel like this relationship will stand the test of time. Again, I that's just what I see. Okay, group 3, if that resonated with you, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I do post Monday through Friday, so I post something different every day. You never know when there could be something you're interested in. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys here on another day at the cottage, and I'm going to go on to group number 4. Bye, guys. Hi, group 4, all of you who chose this little topaz stone. This is your reading on whether or not your person that you're thinking of is happy in their new relationship. So we're going to start with our animal totem, which is the phoenix. So the phoenix is all about rebirth and, you know, bursting out of the ashes into something new. So I don't know if your person really felt like they needed to move on from your connection. Again, I don't say that to be hurtful at all. But the phoenix is about rebirth. It's about transition and change. We have here the Two of Cups. These are the general energy cards that I pulled to signify the general energy of their current relationship right now. The Two of Cups in the reverse is about like kind of disappointment and heartbreak. Arguments. And here we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is also about, you know, aggression and opposition. Sorry, this is the Five of Pentacles. I'm sorry, guys. See these little... I get this deck confused because it's the Food Fortunes deck from Josh Lafayette, and his book, accompanied book, doesn't exactly tell you which card is which, and I sometimes get my symbols confused. This is the Five of Pentacles. So when we think of the traditional Rider-Waite, there's a poverty in that. So this rise from the ashes that maybe your person felt like they were embarking on this new beginning, it hasn't panned out so far the way that they hoped. There's like a poverty, a real lack in both these cards. Are they happy in their current relationship? Let's see what the tarot has to say. Are they happy in their current relationship? Are they happy in their current relationship? Too many cards popping out. Are they happy in their current? Okay, so we have here the Nine of Swords. And when we think of the traditional, again, the traditional Rider-Waite, we think of the man who's losing sleep and who's mentally tormented. There's sadness in this card. There's a real sadness in this card. The Nine of Swords is anxiety and depression. So we'll just start with that. We have here the King of Pentacles. I feel like your person is pretty secure in their life. I feel like they probably have a good job, probably are pretty financially secure. And maybe this new relationship is bringing about some financial security for them. But I do feel like their energy is very authoritative and powerful. We have here the Empress in the reverse position. Now the Empress is, she's abundant, and she's the epitome of beauty, and she's the epitome of love and abundance and everything you want. In the reverse, it's like she's, I don't know if I want to say fertility issues. I don't know if your person's trying to have a child, but there's like fertility issues, there's stagnancy issues, there's dependence on others. There's King of Pentacles, and with this, you know, Empress in the reverse position, I don't know if there's money involved with this new relationship. If one person is more dependent on the other financially, and, you know, that's been a component of the relationship. I saw the Ace of Swords on the back of the deck in the reverse position. That doesn't mean, it speaks to me about like a lack of mental clarity. Like they weren't thinking straight, or they're not thinking straight currently. Oops. Okay, so a couple things pop out here. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. Again, that's more like a money feeling to me. It's like reaping what you sow, like putting in a lot of work for something and then trying to reap the benefits of that. It's like putting a lot of effort into something and then waiting around for the benefits of it. So they're losing sleep. They're having anxiety. It's like, I've put so much work into this new rebirth, into this new relationship, thinking that it was like the one, thinking that this person was my soulmate. And now I'm waiting around to see what's going to happen, and nothing's happening. We also have here the Two of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy here, feeling a lot of like Taurus energy. Again, you don't have to be an earth sign. You could just have it in your chart. They don't have to be an earth sign either, but I do feel this person is juggling and having a hard time with that. The Two of Pentacles, it's like financial decisions, having a lot of like deciding between two options. I don't know if your person is juggling multiple people right now, or just trying to juggle this new relationship with this career that they're trying to get off the ground. I don't. Do have the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. Here, coupled with the Empress in the reverse position, you know, the Ten of Cups, it's about like a broken nest, like a broken marriage, a broken family. It's like disappointment in your relationships. And here with this Empress in the reverse position, with this insecurity, with feeling dependent on others, there's just a real disappointment, a real lack of happiness right now for your person. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. It's like plans are falling through. Plans are not, again, all of the hard work that they put into this new transformation for themselves, this new beginning, it's like the plans are falling through. What they expected to happen has not happened. Group 4, are they happy? Sorry guys, okay, so we do have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is about celebration. It's about, you know, a homecoming. I do feel like your person is like financially doing exceptionally well right now. Here with this Queen of Pentacles, this Two of Pentacles, and this Four of Wands, I feel like financially things are going really well for them. There could be a financial aspect to this new relationship as well. I'm seeing so many pentacles. Okay, we did have one flip over. We have the Page of Pentacles as well. And the Page is all about again, manifestation, financial opportunities. It can sometimes be about news and about new love offers, new beginnings. I'm going to get some clarity cards on these. Clarity, please, for the... Oops. Just lost one on the floor, and it is the Four of Cups. Which is interesting because I kept seeing it on the back of the deck. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups here. And that's like boredom. They're getting bored with this new relationship. There's a contemplation and a boredom here. And we also have the Seven of Wands in the reverse that came out as well. And the Seven of Wands is again about quitting. Like they want to quit. They don't want to continue fighting. They're tired. On the back of the deck here, we do have the Death in the reverse. And when I see the Death in reverse, I think about resistance to change, for sure. The Death card is not usually about an actual death. But again, there's hopelessness in the Death reversed card when we're talking about relationships. I do feel like there's a hopelessness feeling here. They feel like quitting. They're bored. They feel like quitting, and there is a hopelessness with this relationship. But I do see here on the back of the deck this Page of Pentacles. Like that's an offer. That's like new financial news. Again, I feel like for some of you, there is a financial component with this new relationship that is really it's really affecting their decisions, whether they're staying or leaving. There's some sort of financial component here, but there's also a lot of emotional poverty where there might be, you know, financial abundance. There's emotional poverty here with your person. With this Death in reverse, you know, I do think that even though there is a resistance, this person's feeling pretty stuck in this current relationship. But I whether or not they actually walk away. Let's try to pull one more card. What will be the ultimate outcome for this relationship? I didn't pull an extra card for any of the other. Ooh, guys. Okay. I shouldn't be gleeful of other people's. The Ten of Swords is endings, completion, obliteration. So there's like light at the end of the tunnel for your person. They will, you know, emotionally get out of this, but as far as this relationship goes, the cards are not telling me that this will be a successful, long-term, this is the end for them sort of relationship. I do feel like they've given up some hope. I do feel like they're bored, and I do feel like there's a stagnation in moving on, but I do feel like there will be an ultimate moving away from this new relationship. Okay, group 4. If that resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button. I do post Monday through Fridays. There's always something new, always something different. Otherwise, I do hope to see you guys here on another day at the cottage. Bye, guys.